Hello class, Professor Anderson here. Let's talk about adding vectors when we have more than just two vectors. And let's say we have a whole bunch of them. Let's say we have vector A that looks like that, vector B that looks like that, vector C that looks like that, and vector D that looks like that. Okay, they each have a length, that's the magnitude of the vector, and they each have a direction indicated by the arrowhead. All right, how do we add these things up? Well, let's write down the resultant vector R, which is the sum of those things. R is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. And now let's think about how to do this graphically. All right, what we said was when we're adding two vectors, we just draw the first vector somewhere. There's my first vector A, roughly the same length and the same orientation. And then I take the tail of the second vector and add it to the tip of the first vector. So there's the tail of B attached to the tip of A, and it's heading off to the right. And now we take the third vector and we move it into position such that it starts at the arrowhead and moves off in its particular direction, roughly like that. And then we do the same with vector D. Starts at the end of C and goes up in that direction. Okay, so what does R look like? R, you start at the very beginning of the problem and you go to the very end of the last arrowhead. So R is that little arrow right in there. And that graphically will now allow you to approximate what the length of that vector is going to be and what angle it's going to be. And so you can double check with your calculations when you're all done.